say green, green grass, blue, blue sky. You better throw a party on the day that I die.
What up everyone, welcome to another video of TK Outdoors. Today we're out here in the Sound Summer Slam 2023 Spearfishing Competition. Got the crayfish king I've imported from Wellington. Bit of an unfair advantage for us today, so we're going to aim for the win here. Beautiful day out on the water, although it's very green, so we'll see how that goes.
Hang around for the end of the video. We'll do a quick list of things we did well and things we could work on at the comp.
Alright, first dive done. It's cold as shit, and we're probably looking at 1.5 meters viz if we're lucky. It's pretty scary down there, so I hopped out because it's bloody cold, and hopefully the sun comes up a bit more and helps us out. Yeah, any words, Leon?
I'm just happy with Kenna.
Yeah, he's got some Kenna, he's happy. First spot done, 0 species on the board, morale pretty low, clouds coming in, sun's not shining, but at least we turned up.
Punching off to the second spot, obviously where we were you can see is very green, so we're going to try to find some little water. So we're on the east coast, we're going to whip around, tuck into a bay where the mussel farms are. Fingers crossed we can catch a kingfish swimming through here, and perhaps maybe even a John Dory sitting on the bottom, taking advantage of all the little fish that call mussel farms home. You see it's nice and flat, Leon's already into it, now it's my turn to get in there. See the viz is a little bit better than what it was before. I've just loaded up my nice custom spear gun made by Duncan Henderson, and we saw some tail fins on the surface at the far end of the farm, so I was just going to sneak my way across and see what we can find. Now, unfortunately, whatever was making those tail ripples on the surface wasn't there when I got there, so change of tack, we're dropping a flash down. Going to do some drops at the bottom of the mussel lines and see what we can find out here. As you can see, not a whole lot around, pretty discouraging at this point. There was the odd monkey around, but they're not on the species list, so they're fun to look at, but not worth pulling the trigger on. We're only after species that would get us on the points board. So the species that are going to score us points are butterfish, crayfish, kingfish, gurnard, snapper, and then there's 2 mystery species that were revealed. I believe they were squid and John Dory for this year.
So we came and tried the mussel farms here after giving up in the big blue, and it's pretty dead. We thought we might have seen some kingfish on the surface when we pulled up, but no, probably just like a carwai or something. So anyway, we'll pack our shit up and we'll move on and hopefully get something on the board. Yeah, we started at 5? Yeah, 5. About 5 o'clock, it's 7:30 now, we've got nothing in the boat, so yeah.
Back into it, hooning on Big Mac, changing spots. Quite hard to tell, but there's quite a large rolling swell coming. There's a few pinnacles we wanted to go hit, but unfortunately I wasn't too confident anchoring off there just the way the swell was moving. So we're going back to the original spot we were this morning. We've got a bit more light on our side this time. We thought it would be good to hit it again, as there was a bit of life around, but just hard to see. So here we go for another round. As you can see, it's just beautiful kelp on these rocks here. It's really nice underwater. It's just a shame about the viz today, but surely there's got to be snapper or something good hiding amongst these rocks. We're only diving about roughly 8 to 12 meters in this spot. The deeper we were going, the dirtier it was getting, so you had to find some sort of happy medium to hang out in. We're deep enough to find fish, but not too deep where you couldn't see anything.
Quick update for you guys, 10 o'clock now. We've got a butterfish and a cray in the bag thanks to Leon's putting on all the hard work for everyone. I still got nothing, yeah. It's very cold though, sort of when you get to the bottom just shaking a bit. Tell them about your crayfish.
Oh my god.
I say no, your snapper.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, he missed what he reckons was quite a sizable snapper, so yeah, no good. Just changed spots and Leon's warming up his lungs for the next dive, so we'll see how we go.
Again, beautiful rock structure, you know, good current. There should be some good fish moving through here, but just in the viz it's so hard to tell what's going on. There is a bit of movement here. You've got some decent sized looking butters rolling around, and a few sweeps show up and a few funky fish. I'm not actually sure what they were, but again it's just looking a bit thin on the species list for the scoring. Finding it really hard to stay at a reasonable depth. I should have put my 7mm wetsuit jacket on, and it's really cold and struggling. As you can tell, that viz is still very challenging. You're just seeing shadows moving in the distance and it's really hard to identify what's going on around you. Finally spotted butterfish. It takes my eye, sort of moves off. I can just make out the shadow, and I've got the roller gun, so it doesn't matter. I can pluck it from a long distance. And look at that. She's right through the eyeballs. Good shot. So at least I got something on the board for now. Bit disappointing really. I mean, the week before this I went out for a shore dive in Nelson and shot a bloody nice kingy, so you know, I mean, that's the highs and lows of spearfishing, isn't it? So that's that. We decided to pack it in. It's getting a bit cold, both getting very tired, so time to head back in. Unfortunately it's a 2-day competition, but the second day the conditions are going to be pretty terrible, so we really only had this time to make it count. You can see on our beach retrieval there, we sure took a few waves over the back and made it quite difficult getting the boat on the trailer, so have to revise our procedures on that one. Now as you can see, that didn't go very good, but hey, we learnt a lot, so I'll just pass on some tips of things that we learnt along the way. So I'll start with things that we did well. The first thing we did real well is we had the boat prepped and all our gear, so you know, making sure that you got your weight belts, your mask, your snorkel for a start, and then you know, we had all our flashes and everything else like that ready. So just really take the time preparing your gear, because these competitions don't come around a lot and you don't want to get out there and realise that you're missing a snorkel or something silly like that. Now the second thing we did well was prepare our bodies. So you know, just practicing your breath holds on the days before and stretching out your ears for the old equalisation. You know, we had a bunch of supplements with us, so that just helps your body keep ticking over. You know, these are long events, and you know, things we could have worked on. So didn't read the weather very well on this. Probably should have consulted with Leon more. Sort of just went with what I thought. Clearly I got it wrong. We were the only boat in the spearfishing competition in our area, and we covered a bit of coastline, so that tells you something. I feel like everyone else is probably in a better spot, so we'll recce the weather a bit better next time. We also should have taken a bit of burley with us. Shouldn't have cheaped out there. We were looking around, there wasn't really any to buy at the time. We left it a bit late there, so had we had a bit of burley, it might have helped bring a few fish in. A couple more snaps in the area would have came over to us, but you know, it's a good work on. And the last thing I would have changed if I could is take an extra day of leave off work. We ended up skipping the weigh-in just because I wanted to get home early and clean the boat up and have everything all sorted before I went back to work. So yeah, we wouldn't have won anything, but at least we could have, you know, gone out and socialised with people and not felt the pressure of trying to get stuff sorted before going to work. Lastly, I'd just like to say a massive shout out to the Stoneham crew for hosting the Sounds SummerSlam 2023. It's a fantastic event and I recommend you all get along to it. It's super casual and a good time. So I'll see you all at the next one.